Hi everyone. I'm doing something a little bit different today. I have been feeling such a weird funk with posting anything on YouTube. And so I'm giving you the rawest of the raw material here today because I felt like I was putting a mask on, really, in a lot of my past videos. And I was kind of getting in my head a lot. And it's ironic because this is kind of everything that I talk about, right, on this channel, or what I aim to talk about in this channel. And it's so interesting to go through it myself, and that's actually the best part, because when I go through it myself, I can actually attest to it and talk about it more freely, more openly, and from a place of better knowing. And so this is really unfiltered, unscripted Piumi you're getting right now. None of this is pre-written. It's all fresh, okay, from the soul. I was afraid of being judged by, honestly, more than random people on the internet. It's more the people that I know, like all the family that's watching this, and the people I care about. Like, what are they gonna think? What will they say of this? Because, you know, in society, we play a different role with every relationship. I am someone else's sister, I'm someone else's daughter, I'm someone else's therapist, and I play a different role in everything I do, and it's interesting, and it makes me nervous that people are going to see a different side of me on this, and that's scary, because what if they don't like this side of me? And we're multifaceted beings, and that's the hard part, is remembering that you're multifaceted. And I think that's why I've been avoiding YouTube for so long. Is because I wasn't getting as much of a joy from those videos. I mean, I was in the moment, but after a moment's while, it didn't align, because you're changing every day. And if you're doing the same thing every day with these YouTube videos, then obviously current Piumi is not making this video like past Piumi is making this video. I hope that made sense. And the goal of saying all of this, I have a knack for running on tangents when I'm trying to say things, because that's how my brain works. And I already lost my train of thought, and that's exactly why I do script. And perhaps I'll, some of the things I learned from the previous video makings is that bringing in some structure is good for me, but also not so much like I was before, right? So it's finding that balance, that perfect porridge, if you will. Oh my gosh, if you get that reference. So I guess what I'm trying to say here, really ultimately the goal of this video, is that my goal in this channel is to inspire people to be authentic and be authentically themselves. And if I'm not doing that myself, then how can I expect other people to be inspired by me, right? And so this is my attempt at being authentic, and I hope to bring this with future videos, whatever I talk about. And honestly, there's this like sense of grief, of course, because I'm unmasking something. Like, there's a part of, I'm shedding my skin. It's the year of the snake. And I'm letting that part go. And with any kind of letting go, it's death. And ultimately humans are scared of death, right? And so letting that part of myself go, there's some grief of, shoot, what happens next? I don't know. And that's scary. And I am going to embrace that because we're humans. Death is a part of life. There wouldn't be life without death. And that applies the same for changing. I got interrupted by a clinic call that was important. Anyways, and I had to rewind and look back at what I was talking about, and I was saying, the last thing I said was, death is a part of life, and it's getting philosophical, so I'm gonna bring it back. Just that change is hard for people. It just is. And it's because you're grieving, because when you're changing, you might be gaining something, but you're also losing something, even if it's something that you don't want anymore, right? It's still loss, and it can be uncomfortable. And that's what is so beautiful about life, is getting comfortable with the discomfort. And right now, I actually don't feel uncomfortable at all talking to you guys like this. This feels more real than what I've been doing in the past videos. And I like to remember, I heard this quote from another YouTuber, I can't remember who it was, but she essentially said, well, she didn't say it, she was repeating this quote. So someone said this quote that's been repeated many times, including myself, which aligns with what the quote is, actually, because the quote says that there is no original idea. If you've thought of an idea that you think is original, you can bet that someone else out there has thought of it, maybe pursued it, maybe has done it. No idea is, very rarely ideas are original. And, however, that same idea has not been said in the way that you are going to say it. And so that felt so inspiring to me. That kind of rejuvenated this desire to come and talk to you guys again. Because, of course, everything I'm going to be saying, I'm sure you can find it anywhere else, but it might impact someone, even just one person. And I think that one person for me is enough. So I will see you guys soon. I'm excited. I feel refreshed, and it feels like a new beginning. And it's so, this past week I've been just getting so many signs of new beginning, new beginning, new beginning. Just this weekend I went to a friend's art pop-up, and she was selling jewelry, and I purchased, there's one thing that really caught my eye, and I also wanted to support her, so I got this anklet that has moonstones on it. And when she saw that I picked it up, she was like, oh, new beginnings. And it struck me. So I hope you guys join me on this journey of really being authentic on here, but also providing a lot of content on psychology and spirituality and mindfulness and all things self-development. And I hope you'll have me.